What's up, everybody? Nick, the comic book nerd here. Gonna do a review of a book called El Krudo. So I actually shot this video and did an awesome review, and then totally realized I botched most of it with the way I shot it. So I'm gonna change it so I can watch it live here. So feel free to jump in. Like I said, I'm just watching my own thing, so I don't possibly lose any content like I did before. So here we go. Gonna review a book called El Krudo. It's all online. It's a Kickstarter done by Manny Shape, and the artwork is done by this guy named Zeroz. Really cool book. It's about there's 3 episodes so far. They're on the 4th one, and it's about basically this orangutan who works for the U.S. Marine Corps and goes into Vietnam and ends up getting trapped behind enemy lines. So I'm gonna turn the camera around because I don't know how to. Hey, what's up, Captain? I don't know how to. That happens when I click edit. Nope, don't want to hit edit. Kind of playing around on here, unfortunately. I wish I wasn't, but let's get this going. All right. So like I said, I shot this already, so I'm hoping that it doesn't go wrong. So we're gonna face you to the computer, so I don't have to worry about anything. That's not actually bad. That might be better. Like I said, I did this and edited it, and it was actually pretty awesome. So there's that. See that brightness? That's what killed me last time. So we're going to make this dimmer. How am I going to make you dimmer? Just give me a moment. Super sorry. This was supposed to be my Tuesday 7 p.m. video. It actually was done by then. And yeah, I just, struck out. There we go. It's darkening it. All right. So let's see how this goes. Like I said, I'm going to watch on my phone to see what it looks like. All right, that's pretty clear, actually. It's not as clear as I want it to be. Let's see how dark that gets. Give me 2 seconds, guys. All right, I'll take that. All right, so here we go. El Krudo. 3 episodes done by Manny Shape. I'm going to try and send you a little bit more. Move this up a touch. See how that goes. I appreciate the 4 people hanging out, checking out this review. Aim up a little bit. All right, so El Krudo, done by Manny Shape, artwork done by Zeroz. I'm going to use the mouse to kind of show you guys along the way. So here's the orangutan. This is El Krudo, dual-wielding pistols, dropping into Vietnam. Super cool start. So Zeroz does some awesome work in here, so does Manny Shape. So the first book is called Episode 1, Enter the Sausage Grinder. So again, we have Manny, we have Zeroz, inside cover by Jose Vega. Special thanks to Bodie Shaw. So here's their website, elkrudo.com or at KrudoL on Instagram. I'll show you guys at the end of the video the Instagram on my phone so you can check it out. Open up in Vietnam in the Highlands, 1966. It just shows kind of almost like a wasteland and how, excuse me, how we have just the bugs, everything like that. Awesome artwork done. Kind of have some like Vietnamese pillagers, you could say, but it opens up in the USMC, United States Marine Corps. It opens up in their camp. Excuse me. So it's just a group of soldiers kind of doing their thing. One guy's hanging out in the back of a truck, playing baseball with himself, just kind of killing time. So I'm actually liking this. It's showing up. I'm going to move this even closer for you guys. See how that goes. Give me just a second. Hey, what's up, Roscoe? Thanks for checking out the video, dude. Doing a little review here of a Kickstarter. I'm going to back that up a touch. I'm just trying to hit the buttons because then I mess everything up. See? Hit the buttons. That's all it takes. I just hit the buttons and it's over. Nope, nope. Like I said, guys, shot this video earlier. All right, you know what? Let me see if I can do it with the leg like this. Shot this video awesome. Did a great review. Reviewing it the same way now. There we go. I'll take that. That's pretty cool. Okay. So like I said, going through some stuff. I'll read you guys some of the lines and everything. Guy's just playing catch, bored, and he sees, hey, all of a sudden they get like a grenade thrown in there. and boom, everything goes wild. So now you see these Vietnamese people are attacking the USMC and kind of blowing it to bits, taking down the campsite and everything. Rocket launchers coming in, bullets coming in, flying, soldiers dying everywhere. Really cool artwork. Sorry if I'm going too fast. I'll stop for a minute. This guy Zero really takes the time to draw the people and everything, and he's really good with these bloody scenes. You'll see a lot more as we go along. There are 3 episodes we're going to go through so far with this. Next page, we go to the northeast of the NHA Trang, and this is this is the USM receiving the call that they're under attack. So they're looking and they're like, who do we have? They go through all of this stuff and they end up realizing that they have nobody. It is not a Kickstarter by me. This is a book by if you follow comicburrito, they have a friend named Manny Shape. This is his Kickstarter. So it's his idea. This guy Zero writes with him. In the next book, there are a few extra names added. It's just what I'm supporting. They asked me to do a review of their book, so I said, why not? This looks awesome. So I'll actually tilt this down a little bit. So this is me just kind of showing you guys what they have done and what they're doing. So I feel bad that the bubbles don't show up, but the artwork is there. So they get the phone call. They're trying to figure out who do we have, figure out how to save the platoon. Finally, the last one says, with that cigarette, this one here, goes, let's just send El Krudo. So they go over it and they talk about it and they're like, all right, bring in El Krudo. This is like a extra, give him an extra flak jacket. And they say, because you're going to have an extra pass and drop off. Goes through, this is going into another Vietnamese village. This is pretty cool because you're going to meet the villain right here, basically, the antagonist. So they pull up to this Vietnamese village and they go into this like hut or this house, as you want to call it. And there's this dude here. And he's the most evil person you'll ever meet. So as you can see here, this is Major Dang. He is a total douche, but an awesome, awesome character. He's kind of, dude, I love comicburrito. They're so good to watch. The 3 of them together are amazing. And they help me out with so much stuff like this. And what happens is he has this monkey captured. So my whole theory behind it, when we meet El Krudo in the next episode, I'll show you guys what I think is going on with this monkey. So basically, this dude just tortures this monkey the whole time, and he's kind of like the leader of the Vietnamese. Huge jerk. He's got this dragon tattoo, which will kind of come into play later on. Anyways, so we go through, and like I said, you kind of learn that he's the jerk. He tries to like seduce these women. He thinks he's hot shit. We go into, and all of a sudden we see these choppers flying in. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't stay blurry, so I'm going to stop on every page for a few minutes. We see the choppers coming in, and this is going to drop off the man himself. You'll see it in a second. Really great artwork. If you look at this cockpit, you have the 2 windows, the controls and everything. Really well done. Great detail in it, done by Zero. And then here's the man himself, El Krudo. So I'm going to start reading you guys a second to see what he says. Really good stuff. The writing in this is great. I can see the enemy below firing rounds and launching mortars from the jungle ridge. These are all the thoughts coming from El Krudo. His name means raw, which is pretty cool. What's good? The star. What good is the stars without the stripes? He goes into a whole bunch of it. I spent 22 months in covert training at Camp Pendleton, beating up dummies and blowing up cardboard cutouts. So this is him dual wielding pistols. Give it a sec to load up. I've been itching to pop some, and then it's got a racist term. I'm not going to read some skulls. Every one of these shows 32 pages. Most of them are all artwork, which is great. Rodriguez gives me the signal that we're at altitude. I fasten my ape-issued goggles and jump. So this is the first cover you saw, basically, of El Krudo. And now this is where it starts to get super violent, which is awesome. He literally just comes down on this Vietnamese dude and crushes him. The artwork looks a lot better than this video is making it out to be. I'm probably going to reshoot this one day, to be honest, to give these guys a better chance. So here's the cool thing with the writing. It gets very vicious. He goes, his neck snaps like a stalk of celery, and his face looks up at me with a bloody snaggletooth smile. I'll give you bastards something to smile about. So he comes in and he just starts taking out all of these Vietnamese people who attacked the USMC base, using his guns, using his weapons, and that's how the first book actually ends. So like I said, they call it episodes, which is pretty cool. So now he's here. He's landed in Vietnam. The second issue, they always show at the end of their issues, they show, hey, thanks so much for checking out the video, Cardboard Crazies. Grow together, bro. Glad I got to check out your content finally today. I'm going to keep up with it, man. And then they go into it. So now you get to learn a little about everybody, which is cool. So Manny Shape, he can bench press 380. This says he's the creator and executive producer of El Krudo media franchise. Born in the Congolese jungles, Manny immigrated to the U.S. via the San Diego Zoo. His favorite food is burritos. When he grows up, he wants to be an astronaut. Zero is only 4 feet, 95 pounds. So this is them, I guess, as monkeys. I don't know if this is their real weights or not. The artist of El Krudo, episode 1, obtained his drawing skills in the back alleys of San Isidro. Coffee allows him to keep a level head and forget his time in the primate prison. So really cool stuff. Nice little skull there. Like I said, this dude's artwork is awesome. They do some great work. Cool little thing at the end. So we're going to go right into episode 2. And then, like I said, we're going to do episode 3. And then I'll show you guys how we can go together and check out everything to help support these guys, because this is awesome. Episode 4 is coming out. They're looking for people to help with the Kickstarter. And they're also doing some stuff with, this is issue 2, episode 2, Dragon's Blood. They're also doing, they're finding a way to print some copies of this. So I think there's 40 going out. They might have done it already. I'm hoping they didn't, because I'd love to get my hands on one. Hopefully even signed. Episode 2, Dragon's Blood. Color is by Zero and this person, Vishak. Back cover done by Bodhi Shaw. Letterer Rick Joseph. Special thanks to Max Battistella. So this was written in 2019. Elcrudo.com, at CrudoL. Go to Instagram, follow at CrudoL, KRUDOEL. Back in the Vietnam Highlands. So this gets pretty cool. So we're going to go around to this guy, this man here. He's a farmer. And we're going to get into his story a lot, actually. So he has to get through all these checkpoints and everything, and he drops off goods for these people, for all the Vietnamese people, including this everything. Like I said, trying to go kind of slow to get you guys some good views here. I wish I could kind of zoom, but the way I have it set with the camera, I'm learning how to make it so you can see my screen, because that would be so much better. But I don't have the content for that yet. So this guy goes in. So this farmer goes in, and he's gonna give some stuff to this is don't forget, this is Major Dang, the douche dude. Great antagonist. Like I said, he kind of reminds me so much of Negan, and I think that's just so huge for this story all the way around. So this farmer actually grows opium. That's what this green stuff is here. And Major Dang just loves opium and getting high. So we'll get into a little bit of it. So there he's cutting it. He eats, tells him this is good. I need more. And he threatens the dude. Super not fair. Oh, the pictures are coming up way better than I thought now. Anyways, goes back to the USMC ship. Rodriguez, who is the guy who flew the chopper in, has to go talk to the colonel. And he goes through a bunch of stuff. So Colonel B. Latin, don't forget that name either. They go through a lot of stuff, and they keep talking about what happened when he dropped off El Krudo in Vietnam. Tells him, is El Krudo dead? So Rodriguez responds, yes, sir. He got a few shots in, but it was a total bloodbath. No one could have lived through all of that violence. So that's what I meant when I started this whole video, saying that El Krudo is left behind enemy lines. So now here we go. We've opened back up. He's on a tree just hanging out. So here's a lot of cool stuff. This is where the writing gets great. Sitting here and not hearing nothing but rain. I'm starting to understand the word loathing. I've watched the sun rise and set, and I'm still stuck here, 30 feet up a goddamn out-of-season fig tree, no backup, no evac. So the thing that sucks the most is out-of-season fig tree means that figs are not growing on this tree right now, so he has nothing to eat. That's what it's going to come down to. We'll see what he does afterwards. After a lot of commotion, I was the last American to leave the death trap alive. Now I got nowhere to go and nothing to do but wait. He goes through all this stuff. He opens his canteen. You see him sweating in the rain, kind of. He keeps drinking his canteen. He can't have much left. So he decides he finds some rice wine, and he goes, it tastes old and sour, but fuck it, as long as it's got some percentage to it. So he's just trying to get drunk just to kind of delay everything that's going on. But he gets lucky. El Krudo's hanging out in this tree, and here comes this hog. So El Krudo starts thinking to himself, all right, I got to take this hog. So he goes back to his, he goes through an old memory. Colonel Lassen, who we talked about before, is the guy who said, are you sure he's dead? had a thing for a barbecue, and he imposed this upon me and the rest of the guys. So this is basically the training for El Krudo for these orangutans. So here's the team doing some training, making sure you can see it. Yes, all right. The artwork is so much better on this camera now. This was all blurred out when I first shot this. Playing football. Here's obviously their base, a lot of training zones, and he goes into a lot of stuff. So he's going to talk about how he's one of 8 people in the actual USMC, like orangutan special forces unit. That's a monkey. So he jumps down, like I said, beautifully done by Zero. All of the bloody scenes in this, he comes down and he just guts this pig in half. And I'm going to read some of the stuff again. So I grab the good half and I drag it up a hill. He wants to be away from everybody so no one can find it. Thanks for hanging out, Roscoe. I really appreciate it, bro. Thanks so much for checking out the content. Take it towards somewhere safe, in a safe vicinity. I would cook the pork if I could, but my love for bacon runs deep. Sausage, ham, chops, all of it. But I never could master fire. I can start it fine, I just can't put it out so good. So he's nervous if he starts a fire, he's not going to be able to put it out, and they're going to come find him, the Vietnamese people. This is an awesome page. This page has got some oranges, some grays. It looks so good on the screen, so much better than I expected. He goes, it's the rising flame. It excites me way too much. Kind of drives him nuts, turns him like primal in a way. I turn wild primal. I forgot it said that. Dancing and screaming around the growing blaze. Summoning universal power from ancestral spirits through an improvised mantra. So he talks about now he's just hanging out and he's finally going to get to eat a little bit. So he's got to eat this hog raw, unfortunately. This pig raw, unfortunately. And he took the bottom half of it. So he goes, I bite the pig's ass. It tastes sweet and salty. I feel obliged to indulge. Now we're going to get to these 2 guys who hang outside Major Dang's office. So this guy goes in and he's going to talk to him a little bit. I'm sorry, you're going to see this is where these 2 guys watch out for this like lab where they cook the opium. So we're going to get into that pretty good. So it's a science lab. They've got all the stuff set up, and it's kind of like just these people, these clean citizens, unfortunately, who are doing it. So it literally shows how they cut the opium, how they drop it into the water, pull it out, let it dry, and cut it up. They talk about how the weights are never wrong and how they need to work harder. So it's basically like a torture thing. And here's that dragon again. So like we said, this is called the dragon's breath. And Major Dang also has something like that. 2 soldiers are messing around outside again, and they bring it to Major Dang. There we go. So he goes, hey, it's still warm. It seems our paths have crossed again, old friend. So this dude is clearly a user. And you look as seductive as ever. So he's going to get into it. He's going to cut. He's going to roll it. And then he pulls out his bong. Monkey, you are awake. Good thing. And this dude just tortures this monkey. So now that we know a little bit about El Krudo, I'm going to tell you that I think that this monkey is like a trainee for the program that El Krudo went through, and that he caught him. So he's getting this monkey high, and he's going to end the page off by saying, this is beautiful. The blues, greens, and purples in here with the flame. Maybe this time I'll chase the dragon and be fast enough and grab its tail and ride it, conquering her will. I will make her mine and wield her destructive breath, fire, and torrents of fury. I will be known as Dang the Dragon Blaster, and all of Asia will fear my monster. So really sick. This page is so cool. Like I said, the art in this is nuts. Zero does a great job. The writing in this one is so good. And like I said, there's so much secret to this monkey, I believe. So I think that Manny does just an incredible job at keeping you guessing of what's going to go on and kind of leading you towards things, but never knowing what's going to happen. Episode 3 is going to be Deal Breaker. So this is the last one we're going to go to. This is some fan stuff sent in, which is really awesome. This here is an actual picture of what it looked like in Vietnam, it seems like. So they didn't actually write that. So my guess, in all honesty, is that Manny is some kind of like a veteran, or that this is kind of what it was like. So pretty cool. And these back art covers are awesome. All right, guys, let's get into episode 3, and then I'll show you how to support the group. And yeah, if you're still hanging out, thanks so much. You guys are amazing. All right, let's full screen it one more time. Deal Breaker, awesome cover. So that's El Krudo's opium fields you're going to learn. So remember that couple I told you, the farmer, the old man? Background, unfortunately. This worked out better than I thought doing it this way. This is such a cool picture. I love this. If they were to do a print of this, I think I would 100% buy it. It's very 007-ish. El Krudo looking down the barrel. So now it's him just hanging out, cleaning his guns, waxing everything, making sure he's got everything set. And I'll stop for a second so you can check it out. Like I said, artwork is fantastic. They basically gave him like a haircut in this too, if you look. So he's got his gray face with his orange hair, which is the same color of his fur on his arm. Really neat. Backpack, I'm stuck here, nose deep in this shit. A million miles from a cold beer and a hot cheeseburger. So he's got a great personality, this El Krudo. Wonderful character, great protagonist. I spotted a farm surveying the area about 4 clicks northeast, just over the ridge. So now he's walking towards the farm, and whose farm do you think that's going to be? So he says, if the farmer is, let me see. He's looking to trade, looking to get a deal. So we're going to go back to where these guys are hanging out, these Vietnamese soldiers and guards kind of, and they're fighting with these, like these stick bugs or something, or beetles to fight and make some money off of each other. Who sticks their head out? Colonel Deng screaming at them. And he wants one of the guys to come to his quarters. So now they're talking, and he's going to talk to him about El Krudo and everything. This is what made me originally guess that this poor monkey stuck with Major Deng is a part of the El Krudo group. Every time he holds up the American flag, the monkey salutes every single time, and that pisses Deng off. So super cool for the monkey to be loyal like that. Super awesome to piss this guy off. Like I said, this guy is awesome. I would love to see him and El Krudo go at it one-on-one. So he goes back and forth, talks about another monkey in the trees and how they got his backpack, set a trap but didn't catch him. So all of a sudden, Deng realizes that El Krudo has not been caught. And the fury this man gets, this awesome red panel here on the right. Leave now, you idiot, to find him. So he soups up all these Vietnamese soldiers, and they say, get in the truck. This is a really cool page. So this is true. This is a true picture. So here's the opium field. Here's like the little hut. This is like the farm. This is that truck that we saw, the old man farmer coming on. And now if you look on this bottom page, I'll scroll down a little bit. It's the same setup. So you have the opium field, the farm, and the truck. So really great job by Zero, again, taking this picture and turning it into artwork for the comic book. He does a fantastic job with the coloring. It's cool because every page is color. All kind of have a good pattern. So this is a lot of greens. Excuse me. It gives good contrast with everything, so you can see everything clearly. El Krudo is working his way towards this farm. Awesome kill shot. Swings in with his sword, his blade that he used for the hog, for the pig, however you want to call it. Guts this dude right through his chin. And he leaves. He has the other half of the pig with him, so he saved it. But he's going for the opium. Gets another kill, cuts this dude's throat. Hold that page for a sec. This is so good. Like I said, I think Zero and Manny working together, I think this is huge. I think this needs to be something. I think we need to support this. Like I said, I believe he's got great taste. So the guy is hanging out with his wife, the farmer. He's about to cut, and it looks like they're having some soup. There's the wife, nice old lady, nice cute old family, you know. Kapow opens the door, and there's El Krudo, and he's just gonna take the pig, excuse me, and he's just gonna throw it out in front of them. So the old man he's pointing, and the old man says he's pointing to the stash. He wants to trade boar meat for a crop. So like I said, a crop is the opium, unfortunately. They make a trade. He says the guy, El Krudo, looks angry and everything. He gives him a ball of opium for the pig. Comes out, and here goes some good wording. So this is where I think, like I said, Manny is kind of a genius. The farmer was very generous. This is a ton of opium. That one ball of opium, he's calling a ton of opium. I'll need a month to smoke it all. Since I've got to sit tight for a while waiting for the red, white, and blue tide to roll up, might as well get stoned as hell. First thing I'm going to do is, and here comes the farmer after him. So this is where it gets really sad. So obviously he's going to smoke this to kind of hold his stomach over, not have to worry about anything while he's there. The guy comes after me, starts to attack El Krudo, and bang, El Krudo has to kill him. Just kind of like instinct, unfortunately. I think he's looking at him as like the Vietnamese guy, as the enemy, and just has to pull the trigger, sadly. Wife comes out, she gets scared. More gunshots. She goes down too. So El Krudo goes, what the hell? What a mess. I came here to make a deal They got no concept of a mutual benefit for consensual exchange. Super sad. So you can see he's like not proud of himself for what he did. If he didn't like the deal, he would have made a counter offer. Guess he never learned that lesson. Goes back and forth, decides to start smoking a little bit and hang out, and he sets that on fire. So they see the smoke. Here come the Vietnamese soldiers coming to find not El Crudo necessarily, but to defend probably the opium fields. Everyone's in the back of the truck. This is how it's going to end in a second. They see a tree, have to get out from the tree. Here comes all the smoke, thinking that's a lot of birds. Why are there a lot of birds? Well, because there's a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke, a lot of fire. So that's all we've got so far, guys. Like I said, I gave you every page of these first 3. Episode 4, Far Out. Like I said, that's coming soon. If you find fan art submissions, that's what I mean by this stuff is so awesome. These guys are doing a Kickstarter and people are sending them submissions of what they think everybody looks like. It's so good. This is a really cool piece of artwork. Also, this is kind of like the training for the El Crudo group, it looks like. Sneaking into like the kitchen quarters in the middle of the night, getting some can't tell if that's like some beer or some snack, but really cool stuff. And another great back cover. So give it a sec. We'll turn this around. Actually, no, we're not going to turn this around. I'm going to show you my cell phone. Hey, look, there's me. All right. Anyways, so I'm going to turn this off on here because I don't need it anymore. All right. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you what to do on how to support these guys. Thanks so much for sticking around for the video, guys. You guys are amazing. Make sure to like the video. Check it all out. All right. So since I can see my computer fine, we are going to follow. I'm trying to get a shot. Of course, it comes up backwards. So it's Krudo L. This is so annoying. Krudoel. That's what you're going to want to follow on Instagram. I'll put it in the description and everything too. So on here, they have everything you need. There's a link. You click that. I want to say this is for their Kickstarter campaign. Yeah, so episode 4, Far Out. So they're making and they're doing awesome. They're $709. They went over what they wanted to, which is amazing. So digital copies, they sell them here also. So that's the thing. Pay for these guys. $6 for issues 1 through 4, digital copy. Let's see what else they have here. Physical copies. Big thing. This is kind of like it's called Indiegogo. This is kind of like a Patreon. So really cool stuff. People even make some like headgear, you know. So El Crudo is awesome. That's issue number 1 artwork. I probably could have showed you guys on my phone too. Maybe next time I'll do that. So really great stuff. Like I said, let's go back to their Instagram. It's not going to want to come up smooth, but still. Great artwork, great stuff. That's the picture I really liked in the start of issue number 2. This was in issue number 2 also when he was eating the boar right before he did. So great stuff. Go check these guys out. Like I said, Manny Shape and Zeroz technically, or Zeroz, but really cool stuff. So I'll turn you back around to me and we'll get out of here for the night. Oy. I know this isn't really how you're supposed to shoot videos, but like I said, I just struck out today. I got the video shot when I wanted to, and it just didn't go my way. Live chat, you guys are amazing. What happens when I click this? All right, anyways, so thanks so much again, guys, for checking out the content. I really appreciate the likes while watching. I appreciate everyone who hung around. You guys are amazing. And let's support these guys. You know, let's support everybody with Kickstarters. You guys like my Mario I got for Easter. Again, let's support these Kickstarters. Everything you want to know about El Crudo is going to be down in the bio. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know what you thought. And yeah, let me know what you thought of the artwork and everything. Like I said, talk to Comic Burrito. They'll help you get to Manny, and he'll send you some stuff. So, you know, he'll send you the copies maybe. But support that channel. $6 gets you the first 4 issues. That is such a good deal. I'm going to go do it right now. So enjoy your comic books. Stay safe. El Crudo, raw.